I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading.
Are you doing a mic check?
Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens.
All right. I prematurely did the mic check, so doing the mic check now. Mic looks good. In 3, 2, 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as TradeIntuition, where I show you how to successfully trade without all of the boring, complicated memorization. And there's a lot of memorization too, a lot. You know, candle bodies, patterns, are they bullish, are they bearish, divergence, what type of divergence, is it regular, is it hidden, is it, I mean, there's so many different types of divergence. Not only that, but the candle themselves, hammer, shooting star, morning star, star bright, you know, whatever you want to call it. There's too many to remember, in my opinion. So I just keep it simple: support, resistance. Now, of course, with that being said, I also show you how to look at the momentum of the trade. Look at the momentum of the price action. Are we gaining momentum? Are we losing momentum? Are we doing higher highs, higher lows? This right here is 1 hour of free mentorship. So if you have any questions, ask them now. Now, most people will charge you $99 per hour. I don't. I want to make money with you, not because of you, unlike all the other mentors out there. With that being said, let's get into it. Once again, my name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition. We are looking at the crypto bubbles. If you want to reach out to me, guys, of course, we have Twitter, we have Telegram, and of course, we have Patreon. Every week on Sundays. Today, I'm going to be posting another free content on Patreon. Now, of course, everybody knows Patreon as stuff that you can, or a place that you can go for memberships and purchasing, you know, PDFs and everything else. I have that as well, but I also have a free section. All you got to do is join up for the free membership, and you have access to free content, whether it's videos, PDFs, audio files. There's a whole bunch of free content on there. And of course, we're gonna be doing an update today with some more information. So if you're not in there, definitely join. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi in the house. What's up, Obi-Wan? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Romo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. A long time to catch you live, finally. Nice. This coming week, we're still, you know, doing different times, but I really did love the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday through Friday, that's my plan currently. My plan may change, and of course I do update it on Twitter, but Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, no, I'm sorry, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I may change the time. I'm not sure. We'll see. That's next coming week. Let's see here, going through the chat, of course. Let's see here. Who else is in here? Whoever's in here, put a, let me know you're here. We have Ian in the chat. What's up, Ian? Appreciate you, man, for being here. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to answer any questions you have. If you have coins you want me to look at, again, some mentors, some YouTubers, they will only do charts if you pay them. I want to make money with you. Now, of course, if you're making money because of my setups, if you're making money because of the stuff that you're learning, and you want to, you know, tip, you can. Let's see here. I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I don't even think I have it on here. Nope, it's not it. Well, anyway, let's see here. I'll probably get to that later on in the show. So one thing that I do want to show, crypto bubbles, you are going to miss out on trades. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You are going to miss out on trades, and it's okay. Don't chase them. If you want, we can look at OM, but just know this, you're gonna miss out on trades. Be in trades you want to be in a setup, and if it hasn't moved and others are moving, depending if they've already retraced, then you can enter the trade. But as it's moving 30, 40, 50%, don't exit yours to get into this one, because who knows, yours may be next. That's very important. But I do want to share this right here. If, of course, you want to help support the channel, we do have a TI family supporter. It's $2.99. If you want some chart setups from the VIP group, of course, I can't give you all of them because, well, that's not fair to the VIP members, but this is something. And again, it's, $29.99 a month, and this is on YouTube. This is on YouTube as a membership. We do 1 to 3 per week. It's video updates on the charts, or at least one chart. And then, of course, TI Warrior in Training, $49.99 a month. And again, you get more setups and, of course, more updates and everything else. And you'll see, as a member, you get stuff. You really do. Now, if you can afford it, some people can't, but if you can, here's your monthly membership. This is credit card or debit card. If you want to pay for the year or get the lifetime membership, I have discounts on that. So, of course, let me know on Telegram, and I can give you those prices. All right, here we go. Floki doing okay. Ray's doing pretty nice. I do like Ray. And of course, there's a few that I like. One thing that you may have problems with is there's too many coins. Which ones do you pick? What I can suggest is pick the ones that you think are going to do well this season, whether it's going to be a swing trade, 3 to 5 days, or maybe a midterm hold, 3 months or so, 3 to 5 months, or long-term hold, over 6, 8 months. So you have to have that thought process when you're entering these trades. Now, of course, I let the VIP members know what trades that I really, really like for a long-term hold, and where to put a lower entry in case we do drop 20, 30+%. With that being said, are we greedy or fearful? We're greedy. Man, are we greedy? Extreme greed, 90 today. And this is without Bitcoin pumping. Imagine when Bitcoin pumps. Be careful, guys. When we get in the 90s, heck, even in the 80s, this is when you're supposed to start taking profit, because what do you think other people are going to do? They're going to sell. You want to buy when it's over here. And we'll get over here, 50s and maybe a little bit lower possible. But so if and when Bitcoin does come down, if it dumps, we'll see this number come down drastically. Moving on. Let's see here. This is the liquidations heat map. Lately, members in the VIP have been wanting this information more often. So I decided to include that also in the in the YouTube. So for here, longs getting wrecked on the 1 hour time frame. Let's see here. We have 4 hour longs getting wrecked because Bitcoin's coming down right now. Same thing, 12 hour, 24 hour, getting wrecked. So on the actual heat map, and the way you do this is you come up here to, and of course, let me put this in the chat. In case y'all don't know, this is a place that I do like to go. Put it in the chat. You can come over here and you can see based over the 24 hour, or you can change it to 12 hour. So let's go to 12 hour. You can see where the brightest portions are. Now the brightest portions, this is where there's a lot of liquidity. What does that mean? Where people are going to get stopped out. Right now, a lot of people have longs, and they will get liquidated. Their money turns into water and goes down the drain. That's how I like to think of it. These are either stop losses or liquidations, to where their entire positions goes to zero. At 91,000, also at 90,794, and the one up here right around 91,920. The ones on the bottom, the market makers or just the market has already taken that up. If we go to the 24 hour, you can see that it's kind of similar. We do have a very hot spot at 90.8, and then another one just above it. This one kind of started cooling down in the past few minutes, 90.9. We can call it 91. Once again, the ones on the lower part did come down. So let us look at Bitcoin and let's see what Bitcoin's doing. This was from yesterday. Our levels were 92.4 and 91.796. So we can just call it 91.8. These levels have come down, and now the new levels, which we just mentioned, 90.987 and 90.848. These are the new levels. So this one right here was the old level, and we can see price action. Here, I really did think we were going to get a bull trap, where price was going to come back to the trend line and come back in. However, it started going sideways. When it started going sideways, I notified the groups like, you know, it'd be really nice. And it looks like it might possibly go into this zone and more than likely come up, create a lower high. We mentioned this yesterday, and then come down. Well, it did not go up. Instead, it continued coming down, getting this liquidation. Instead of the higher liquidations, it got the lower liquidation first. And now we have these that are new. So my thought process now is, of course, it took out some of these liquidation areas. Thought process now, we can say, possibly, let's get this, move this. I'm gonna say come up, maybe do something like this. And nobody knows what's gonna happen. There's a lot of YouTubers right now. There's a lot of YouTubers, influencers, people on Twitter. They're just geniuses, you know, because they do 10, 15, 20 charts a day. And look, guys, I told you it was going to do this. I told you it was going to do this. But they're tricking you, though, because they're posting either a lot of different setups on one chart, or they're posting, or in addition to that, they're posting a lot of charts. They're tricking you. When you're brand new, you don't understand that. I didn't. Nobody does. And we get tricked. We buy their course. We buy their, you know, $2,400 course or whatever it is, just to see that they're posting so many charts that you're lucky if you get one of the ones that wins. Here, we show you how to do this. We show you how to enter, where to put your stop losses, where to do your targets. We show you how to make money before actually you needing to join the group. Now, granted, you'll learn faster if you join the group, but still, you can still learn here. All right, moving on. We do have some coins in the chat, which I am very, very happy of. We're going to get to those in just a moment. Okay, let's see here. Ramiro says, what do you think happens tomorrow for the rest of the week? The $1 million question. Well, I think, once again, nobody knows, but I think that we're going to come up. We're going to get these liquidation spots, possibly do a lower high. Now, let me think about this. You know, I think the market maker is going to try to trick us and create a higher high. We have a high, lower high, barely. And I think the market maker is going to trick us. It's going to go up, breaking this level that's slightly higher, possibly even doing a bounce just to come down. So this bounce, I'm guessing, is going to be about right here, based off of the previous support / resistance. When this bounce happens and it breaks this level, the break of structure, a lot of people may go long, which is not a smart move because we're right underneath the all-time high. Now, could it continue going up? Yeah, sure, of course. It can do whatever it wants. However, I think right now we need a cooling off period. We've been cooling off, which is really good. Starting to go sideways. I would like to see it cooling off for, let's see here. We're already November 17th. Wow. Fastest time of the year, guys. Fastest time of the year. We may, oh man. Is this going to be a good US Thanksgiving? Now I'm thinking about that. I want it to come down, but I don't want my bias to get in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this like this.
When and if this happens, we need to see if in fact it breaks this level. So let's make this one a white. If it does come up, break these levels, come down, retrace, come back up, break this level, we kind of got to be hesitant because it could come back down, and then we got to see what happens here. Is it going to bounce up, breaking this level, which is like, okay, we might start doing higher highs and higher lows, possibly going to our all-time high again, or are we going to break this level and now continue the downtrend? So right now, I'm going to say it's going to go up. Then this is going to be our deciding factor for the remainder of the week. And this I'm expecting, let's see, so probably maybe by Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Let us start going over here to these. For this one, for TAO, we mentioned this one the other day. This, of course, set your alert here. Alert did not go off. We are not getting stopped out. We're waiting. What's the price range between this and this? We're going to get to your coins in just a second. So price range from here to here, 6%, nothing. You may get some mentors that say, buy the breakout of this level from the fib retracement. I wouldn't do it. You might get some mentors, some YouTubers saying, buy the breakout of this level. I wouldn't do it. Because what could happen, price could break out, get over here with the resistance level, come down, and then you may trade in this range for an extended period of time before either breaking up or breaking down. But by this time it should break up because everything else, the whole market should be doing hopefully better at that time. We'll see. But for this one, you always want the set your alert. And I actually have an alert on this one because I do like it. And we're just waiting. All right, moving on. Let us go to, let's see which ones you have. Obi-Wan says, Bitcoin taking a dump. Yes. Yes, it is. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you guys so much. I love seeing the bingo bangos. Look at AVAX. So we're going to do AVAX. We're going to look at ETH. What's the ticker on Illuvium? I forget. Is it ILV? ILL? I don't know what. Let me know what that one is. What's the ticker on that one? Or is it that the ticker? Let's see here. Obi-Wan says, can we check out total and others? Yes. So let's do total and others. And then while we're at it, we'll also check Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. And let's see here. Gaming says, can we do hard coin? Yes. So hard. Okay, got quite a few of them. Very nice. Okay, going down the list. ILV. Okay, that's what it's on. So ILV. All right, very good. Very nice, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at AVAX first. These are going to be kind of a fast thought process. So this one, of course, right now, it is coming down. I would not enter this trade yet. And of course, the whole thing is depending on your thought process. Are you swing trading it 3 to 5 days? Are you going a long to midterm hold? If so, you know, for all the long to midterm holds, in my opinion, you can do 25, maybe 50% now, and then expect it to pull back around 25, 30%, and then put a lower bid there. But if you want to wait, you can just wait for the pullback if we do get one, which more than likely we should. And then, of course, see what happens. But for this one right now, it had a pretty nice range, and I'll show you my range that I have from here to here. This is my range. Now, what I'm actually using for my range is this high. I'll show you right now. I do a lot of boxes. This high, and then this. Now, there's a lot of candle wicks that stopped right here. This one also stopped right here. This wick stopped right here, and this wick stopped right here. Coming over here, looking at this, we have these candle bodies that stopped.
these 2 wicks that almost stopped, 3 wicks that almost stopped. If we extend it further, do we see anything else? These candle bodies stopped right here. So this is telling me that this is a nice area for a possible support. Now, if the price action does come back down, hopefully it bounces off of this support. So let me go ahead and just fix this. Hopefully it bounces off of the support. It had a really nice retrace. What was that? 38%. We'll go from the swing low to the swing high. Just underneath the 38%. I want to call it as low as maybe 48%. Then it's decided to come up, which is good. All these are percentages. For those of you who don't know, for the fib retracement, all these are percentages. And came up, and now it looks like it's coming down. So what I would do is to see if possibly it bounces here, and I would enter this on a 4-hour time frame. I wouldn't enter any sooner for the possibility of fake outs. Now, the reason I say that is because look at these nice wicks. So I would enter on a 4-hour time frame. And what else do we have? Looking at this, yeah, I would think that it's going to come down here, bounce up. Now, I personally would not enter until it crosses this level of resistance. Now, throughout the entire chart, nothing but support resistance levels. Here we do have wicks. So this is a resistance zone. You can call it a liquidity zone, a supply zone, whatever you want to call it. I just call it money once it breaks above it. So there's so many different names that mean the same thing. So what I want to do is I want to make sure my magnet tool is on. I come over here and I want to put this as white, and we're going to make this solid. So it needs to cross, let's make this not so thick, 37.66. So for this one, I would set an alert above that level, right around 39.74. Joe, I thought you said this was gonna be fast. I like teaching, so that's my downfall. Set your alert, 39.74. 4-hour candle must close above this white line that we just mentioned, this level. Once it does, you enter the trade. Now, if you want to get into a higher risk trade, wait for it to come down, possibly come up, maybe retrace a little bit, come up again. Once it breaks this level, you can enter the trade. However, I personally would not, because it's right underneath resistance and you're risking, let's say here to here, to get an extra 8% and then possibly getting stopped out at, 15% or whatever it is. This is not your target. This is just what an extra risk you're willing to take. I'm okay. You can take the extra 8%. I want to come up here and be safer, because I know that if the price comes up here, I have all of this. So this is my support. If I come down in here to this red box, this is my support. If I come down here to this level, this is my support, and then hopefully it continues going up. So that's my thought process on that one. The next one will be quicker, guys. I guarantee it. Oh yeah, let me do this. Let me go ahead and put this to our watch list. This is YouTube Rapid Fire. Okay. Let's go to ETH, USDT. Now, if you like that, definitely let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you liked it. I appreciate that. And plus, it lets me know who's here. Definitely smash the like, guys. Again, I do all this for free. 1 hour of free mentorship. If you have questions on indicators, if you have questions on patterns, if you have questions on anything trading related, let me know, and I'll let you know. All right. Manuel says, "Hey Joe, I know you're always looking for ways to get more views." Yes, I am. I think my content I think if it didn't suck, I'd do better. Now, I was actually talking to somebody and they were saying, Joe, it's because you give everything out for free. If you don't show certain things and like have it kind of hidden, you'll get more. I said, no, I'm not doing that. See here, I have noticed many of these 50 to 1,000. Oh yeah, I need to do that, man. I keep on wanting to do that. Like $100 challenge to
we'll do 1,000, but that's not exciting. 100 to 1,000. We can do 100 to 100,000. Do I think that'll actually happen? No, unless we do a very high risk. But it could be a what's it called when you? I'm not sure why I smacked. Clickbait. It need to be clickbait. Then says, I thought about, yeah, I need to do that. I really do. See here, Ramiro says, one, preach, brother. So I like doing, I want to make money with you. I stress that a lot. I want to make money with you, not because of you. So once again, I mean, if you're making money and you're feeling generous, I have plenty of ways for you to donate. Again, it helps support the channel, but yeah, I want to show you that this stuff works versus, hey, pay me and then I'll show you. No thanks. So the next one's going to be ETH. Obi-Wan says, I like the idea and maybe focus more on making videos. I know. It's just, so here's the thing, guys. Being a content creator sucks. It sucks so bad. If you do live streams, they're cool because there's no editing. But if you do shorts, well, then you got to get your video, you got to cut it up. A 30-second to maybe a minute video takes roughly 15 to 20 minutes to do. Yeah. And then of course, I mean, if you have the money coming in, it's easy to pay people to do that for you. But if you don't have the money coming in, and of course, you know, I don't want to be using my money. I'd rather use money that I'm generating from the streams, whether it's from, super chats or tips. There's a really cool thing. If you do a tip, it's in the description though. It is not a super chat. So again, it's not a super chat. But if you do, it's in the description where it's a, forget what thing I use, but it says tip. And well, let's find out. But it is it's a cool little animation that's there. So let's go to this. We're going to show this really quick. So it is support the channel, feeling generous. It's this one, stream elements. It doesn't say tip on here. It gets cut off. I need to say do this one. But if anybody does, there's a cool little animation that comes up, and I think people will like it. But I do need to like highlight this one or do something, or check out this cool animation with the tip. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's that. Let's do Ethereum, USDT, and MEXC. Okay. Yeah, so editing takes a lot. And then if I do a video just on whatever, it's literally, you know, so because sometimes, like, let's say it's a video on a coin. You got to research the coin, make sure you have all the updated information. That takes anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes minimum. Then you have to record the video, which again takes 15 to 30 minutes. Then you have to edit the video, which could take about an hour. Then of course you have to upload everything else, and then you get 14 views. That's the hard part. All right. So Ethereum, we're looking at this. All right. So this was our thought process when it came to this. We could say we have plan A, plan B, or plan B, plan A. And here, you know, this plan did not play out. Price was right here. We were thinking possible bounce. If it does, we want to do 25% once it breaks out of this zone. If it comes back down, not to worry. Once it comes up, breaks this level, you enter your 75%. The reason we only did 25% here was just in case the market flips and we dump. Or it could come down, go into this buy zone, and then come up. Instead, it came down, came up, could not get a bullish retest on this trend line, continued down, broke below this, and came really, really close to our buy zone. But if you look at how I show how to enter trades, come down, come up, resistance, come down, break resistance, enter trade. Come down, come up, break resistance, enter trade. Here, come down, or rather it came down, started coming up, coming down, coming up. Could you enter this one? You could. Very high risk. I wouldn't. Break of this level,
I enter trade. Now, granted, I wouldn't enter, if the candle closed here, I wouldn't do it because I'm right underneath resistance. I would wait for another candle to close above this for me to enter. However, this one candle broke through this. Now, would I have entered right here? No. So all this information that I'm giving you is the thought process from experience. I'm showing you different variables that happen. I am going to make you money, guys. I am. Watch these videos again and again and again, and pick up on the tips that I'm giving you. Why wouldn't I enter on this one? It broke this level. This is what I teach. It broke this. It's above this resistance. This is what I teach. Look at the size of this candle versus the size of the other candles. We have a very, very high likelihood it's going to come down. Now, one thing with me, unlike other mentors and other people who are perfect and I nailed it, guys. I told you. I will never say I told you. That's one of my biggest pet. I told you to enter this trade. We were talking about this trade 3 months ago, and I told you, man, get out of here. You also told me about 200 other coins, and this happened to be one that pumped. I will never tell you. I'll inform you. I'll let you know, give you advice. Oh no, I'm sorry. Not financial advice, but I'll tell you what I would have done in that situation. Here, I wouldn't have entered. No way. No way, me. My name's Jose or Joe. No way, Jose, because this pumped. Not only that, but we have a sell off a wick right here. Would I enter on this candle? I'd wait 4 hours. Would I enter on this candle? Let me change this so you can actually see. Would I enter on this one? Nope. Why? 4 hour candle closed underneath our trend line. It closed above this, which is good. It's green, but it closed underneath our trend line. I'm not going to enter at resistance. Not only that, we have a wick, then we have another wick. So I would have to wait 4 hours for the candle to close because I'm thinking more than likely it's going to come down. So what I do, unlike the other mentors out there, I show you what I would do at the moment of the trade versus what I know happened. And you'll see that too. You'll see mentors or other people that have a particular way of trading, and then they rather should have entered based off of their teaching, but then they start looking, they go to different time frames and they're looking at different indicators. No, I wouldn't have entered this one, or I would have entered this one because of X, Y, and Z, because they know it went up. For me, that is cheating. So I show you what I would have done in that moment. And that's what's going to make you money, guys. That's what's going to make you money. I will tell you my wins and my losses. I'm very humble. I'm not above anybody. I let you know what happens in trading. Do I win? Yes. Do I lose? Yes. Here, 4 hour candle close. Now I enter. I enter right now. And I would probably put a stop loss pretty tight just in case it comes back down. And then now maybe we're doing lower highs. We have a high, lower high. Who knows? This may be the start of a possible lower high. If it does, then more than likely, I get stopped out. Tight stop loss, like 2-3%. How tight would my stop loss be? Let's just see. So let's say I entered on this candle. Let's just say I get the very, very top. So I would probably put it underneath this trend line. So I have this trend line as support. I have this trend line as support. They're probably going to stop me out. I'm only entering 50%. I don't like all these wicks because then I'm just going to go lower and lower and lower. So what I'll do is I'll actually go underneath. I'll do right here, 7%. I'm willing to lose 7%, 50% of my entry, and I'm willing to lose 7% of it. Now, what I did is I went underneath these candle bodies and wicks. And I believe it was on yesterday's live stream or the day before, I show you what I'm looking for when I'm doing support resistance, when I'm doing targets and stop losses. I'm going underneath these candle bodies and wicks. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So this is what I would have done. And then of course, you know, we would have entered, and look at this, bingo bango, guys, bingo bango. It starts coming down. More than likely our targets would have already hit, but as it's crossing this level, maybe this level right here, we would have had our stop loss underneath this wick. So we would have gotten stopped out, whatever percentage that is. So let's say we entered right here, again, not the absolute bottom. Our stop loss would have been maybe here, you know, underneath this wick, a little bit of a cushion, 14%. It's not bad. Not bad in my opinion. All right, moving on. So let's go and delete that. Now, to answer your question, Joe, you just talked 20-30 minutes on this dumb thing. Just tell me, can I enter? No, do not enter, in my opinion, not financial advice, because well, it is possibly losing support. We don't know yet. Once again, beautiful accumulation. Good Lord, look at this, a beautiful accumulation. Absolutely gorgeous. It broke out. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you what I'm looking for to enter trades. This right here, beautiful accumulation, broke out. You enter on a 4-hour time frame, you're in the trade, which we already mentioned. But now looking at this, price action did come down. So we go from the measurement of the run up, which would be right here, to the run up. It came down to 38%, which is really nice. Depending on what Bitcoin does, depends if we will continue upward. Let's go to 4-hour. Let's look at the candle bodies. So the candle bodies, let's see here, went up, down, up, nice buy. You know, it took up all this, then just sold it right away. Came down here. If I was going, oh man, this one looks, I don't know why I'm smacking today. I drank plenty of water. Let's look at Bitcoin again. 4-hour. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm looking at Bitcoin to see if possibly, you know, if it's going to come down. But on this one, we're thinking that possibly it's going to come up for the next maybe couple days before coming down. It could come down. Once again, nobody knows. And one of my biggest pet peeves is people, I see them on Twitter all the time, where it's like, I called it, I nailed it, join our group, you know, whatever group they have. And they're literally giving 2 to 3 setups on their short or long. They can't lose, really. With me in the VIP group, I tell you when to enter. We have a setup group, and I say enter now. Add here. Move up, stop loss. That's what I do. Let's see here. Let's see here. Obi-Wan says coin updates. Oh, making a video on coin updates. That I can do. I kind of do something like that for the VIP member, the YouTube members. Coin updates. I can do that because that would be real quick, you know, 2-3 minute video. But YouTube, no, I would have to make it like a 7 to 8 minute video because YouTube likes that. Obi-Wan says, it's not you or your content. It's your voice. Your voice sounds dumb. Obi-Wan, come on, man. I thought we were buddies. Just playing. Obi-Wan says, it's not you or your content, but I think if you make a video from the live streams, it would help with time, or probably. Just short 15-20 minute videos. Yeah, I do need to do that. I had somebody, I was paying him a lot of money, I thought, to help me out, but you know, we kind of went separate ways. So now I'm doing my videos, and I mean, there's so much time. There's only so much time in the day, and I'm stuck on doing my charts and also doing research and Manuel says maybe some videos on how to buy certain meme coins. I know that's where the money's at, but that's where people are going to get wrecked. I mean, you might get a few that might make money, but a lot are going to get wrecked. And like, you need to know how to trade. Now, granted, sometimes you don't even know how to trade, you just get in, but the part of knowing how to trade is like when to get out. But then if you get out, you know, if you would have held it for one more week, you know, that $30 could have made you a millionaire, you know? So yeah, I really don't want to do meme coin things, especially on So. A lot of people don't know. Yeah. So you went long from 30.50. Let's see. I would have a tight stop loss. If you went long on this, man, my stop loss will be super tight, right at 30.02, depending on your leverage, because that's a big thing too. Like, what was your leverage? And if I get stopped out, who cares? Wait for a possible bounce, but I would definitely add to my entry once it breaks above this level. Let me make sure hanging tools on. 32.19. I would add to it, but I would have a tight stop loss. I'm not sure where your stop loss is at, and there's plenty of times where I get stopped out and it goes up. It's like, dang it. But it could have continued coming down and then going in pocket, and then maybe Bitcoin turns and it continues going down. Is instead of adding, trying to save this, and now I'm down way more than I wanted to, or, you know, my stop loss or liquidation, I just took a very, very tiny loss. So 10x leverage. Nice. Yeah, I'm in 10x on a few trades as well. Let's see here. Tight stop loss. See, Al says, Joe, happy Sunday, brother. Pull the precision tool and pull it from Monday, November 11th to now. I waited for the bounce. Okay, 88. So I'm assuming you're talking about Bitcoin. Okay. So let's go this. Let's go to this. And we're gonna get to your coins in just a second, guys. Where is this? Okay, so everything's hidden. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's hide this. I need to put all these in folders. I thought I had them in a folder. Okay, so you said, let's see here, from November 11th. Okay, so from here, let's go to a 4-hour time frame and see what you were looking at. Okay, so from November 11th, I would not have pulled it from there, just because it's not the beginning of the move. It's like a random spot. I'm trying to look to see what time frame you used. I mean, you could have used, yeah, so I mean, this is like a random spot. Anyway, let's see here. Al says, I waited for the bounce off of 88. So from here, 88,682. 88. So somewhere in this area. Okay, so it bounced, then you entered. Well, it's a good entry, but based off of the price action, not based off of your pool. If I was going to do this pool, I would not start from here. I would not start from here. I would maybe start from here, just because it went up sideways, and then here's the start of the move. But honestly, I wouldn't have been on this low time frame. I would have been on a higher time frame, minimum 4 hours, just so that there's fewer ups and downs.
So it's much easier to see the beginning of the move. Here you can see the beginning of the move fairly easier. Price came up, sideways, and then boom. So you could use this spot, maybe the low of this, and this is subjective, but in my opinion, there's more right areas. There's a right area, and then there's a more right area. Not saying that your pull was wrong. I'm just saying that you want to do it from the start of the move, the lowest point of the start of the move, which would be right here. Yeah, I would do this. And then if you want the more macro, the larger picture, then I'd come all the way down here, because on a larger time frame, like if you went to the daily, you can see that here's the start of the pull. You know, it went up, came down, and then boom. You see how this works, where it's the start of the move, but depending on what time frame you're on, depends on where you see the start of the move. But on the 1 hour, I wouldn't have seen that start. 4 hour, I would have picked a different area. Moving on. But yeah, whenever you're using the fib retracement tool, just remember it's the start of the move, because that's the actual beginning of the trend. And that's the key thing, not the middle of the trend, not any area in the trend, but the very beginning of the trend. See here, very nice. Wix Wife, what's going on? Appreciate you for being here. Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best. Now, granted, I just saw that I picked the worst time to go live, because my buddy, I believe Billy's live right now, but I do thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Let Billy know that I send my love if you go back over there. All right. So Al, 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame. And you were way up here. I forgot where you started the pool. But you have to go from the beginning of the, I mean, you could do it from, maybe you did it from here. I mean, you could do it from here, but again, you want to go to a higher time frame. You really do. In my opinion. That's what I would do. Higher time frame. But this was a nice entry based off of this. So let's just look at this entry before we continue. So I believe your entry was right around here. Let's go to so let's go 15 minutes since we're doing leverage. This could also be nailing the entry. Doesn't have to be leverage, but it could just be nailing the entry. And I believe it was right in this area. Price came down, started coming up. We have buying pressure. We have some wicks. We have this trend line. So doing leverage, okay, enter the trade with a stop loss right underneath these wicks. In my opinion, it comes up, comes down. So this was a very higher risk entry, but doable. And then if you get stopped out, well, it's right here. And then it comes up, breaks this level. I'm adding to my entry. Adding to my entry, breaks this level. Could not really break this level. I mean, it broke it, but came back in, broke it, and just kept on coming down. So I would have added at the break of this level. Again, I like scaling into my trade. Now, granted, every time you scale into the trade as it's going up, your point of entry gets higher and higher and higher. Same thing, if you enter and you're entering, you have lower entries as well, well, then your entry gets lower and lower and lower. So that's good. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Obi-Wan says, I still love you, Joe. You're the best. Random Trader says, hey, Joe, good to see you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and guiding us. I'm honored. I truly am. I am honored to be part of your crypto journey. I really am, guys. Let's go back to ETH. What we're looking at for ETH, we talked about this one in reference to, I believe this one was leverage. This is what I would do. And let's go to a lower time frame. Let's see what might happen. We had this buying pressure, came up. This part right here may come down only to get this last bit of liquidity, but it probably won't because of this. And then this came to take this liquidity. So we might see a bounce, but if not, we get stopped out right here and we live to fight another day.
So that's what I would do on that. The next one was ILV. So let's go ahead and so let's do this. And then 10x. So I know it's 10x leverage long, and this is our stop loss. Okay. So let's go ahead and add this one to our watch list. YouTube rapid fire. Okay. Change the music. I really can't. I can either have it on or off. And I'm not sure if y'all want to just hear silence when I'm thinking. We'll do silence. Let's see here. Man, I worked really hard on that music. We got to vote for a no on that. The ILV, USDT. KuCoin, no, MEXC. Okay, so this one, it's coming down really nice. Possible, I mean, it could happen. We may see it come down to the, oh, it's a 1 hour. 1 hour fair value gap. What do you mean change the music? Yeah, I don't have any music to change. It's either on or off. It's the classic TI banger, man. Yeah, I worked really hard on that music. See here, go to this, go to center. So price action might come down here. 1 hour fair value gap. I don't see any reason, any real reason for it to cross this level, but if it does and a short's available, it'd be nice for a short. It'd be really nice for a short. Oh yeah, I got that. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Yeah, we can do a mantra. OM. Yeah, we'll do that one. So these are going to be faster. These are going to be faster. I know I've said that already. Oh my gosh. She can't leave. It's too good over here. She knows that. But yeah, so if we break this level, look for a short to come down. I say this would be our target area. And then we have another target right around here. And then maybe another one right here. And again, I'm looking to the left. So let me just do this. I don't know why I didn't do this. Here, here, and here. If it breaks this level. But hopefully it either finds support right now as a bounce. What's the price range tool difference from here to here? 3%. Okay. From here to here. Okay. So this is a more aggressive entry. If you were to enter this, now we have to also take into consideration Bitcoin. Man, I would like it to come down more before I enter though. So here's my thought process. If it comes down, and let's say it comes down to here, comes up, comes down, comes up. So here I would do 50% and then wait for it to break the newly created resistance and then add my other 50%. Either here, or if it goes up from here, more than likely it'll get rejected and then do this number. And then you have your plan A. Oh, this is actually plan B. Oh, that's an ugly plan B. So this is your plan B. That's an ugly one too, but this is your plan A. So 50%, and then once it breaks this level, 50%. And have your alerts. So the next one, it will be faster. We got Baba in the house. So yes, I do like that one. And that one's NOS. I do like that one. Please, weekly, daily for Perfect. That's exactly what I need to know. That's exactly what I need to know. If you want these mid to long-term holds, long-term investments, let me know. That way, because it's a totally different thought process. Long-term. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and put this one in our stuff. So let's go YouTube rapid fire. The next one is total. So let's go to our markets really fast. Let's go to our markets, open my list. Let's go to markets. I'm probably going to skip it the first time around. That normally happens. So here are my markets. We have others. So what's others? Others is crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10 dominance percentage. So this is everything but the top 10, okay? Right now, it is coming down. It's in this, you could call it a bull flag if you do patterns. I don't, but if you do, this would be considered a bull flag. Now, the reason I don't consider it, or I don't trade patterns, is because patterns, they give you a false sense of security, in my opinion. This, of course, has a higher percentage that it should break up. It doesn't mean that it will break up. For me, I look at these as levels. Now, of course, I have this where if it breaks this trend line, you know, is it good for others? I don't think so. I would beg to differ that once it breaks this highest point, it's good for others, for the dominance of others. Right now, others could continue coming down, possibly doing this, come down here to around this level. So we have this kind of like box right here. Now I'll draw out the box for you in just a moment before possibly coming up. And this is on the hourly time frame. So let's go to a daily, just kind of see the bigger picture. Yeah. So we have a higher high, higher low. So this is good on the bigger picture. It's coming up. But here, you can say that if you do patterns, which once again, I don't, you could say that this is a bear flag. Bigger picture to where it should potentially come down. And then, of course, you would get this for your flag pole. You would do a clone, and this would be the extent to where it comes down to about 7.5 or 7.56%. This is the bigger picture of what might happen. Doesn't mean that it will, because they can easily break above and then continue upward. And then now it's a different pattern if you trade patterns. That's why I don't like doing patterns. See, we got both crypto and DXY going up. Yes, sometimes that does happen, where normally it doesn't. And I'm going to go over that too. So here we have total 3. This is total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And of course, you know, we were looking at it here. More than likely come up. This was a level that it needed to break. It got rejected. So what this tells me is that there is an increased money flowing into the crypto space. But we can see that with the coins going up. And this is good. This is on the daily time frame, so this is good. We have Bitcoin dominance. It did come up here all the way to 61.08%. And now it's starting to come down. We want to see Bitcoin dominance come down, Bitcoin going up, which would result in the alts. The easiest way I think of this, Bitcoin, and do I have the figure? Do I have the thing here? It's on the daily. I don't have it on this one, but I have it on my default. Let's go to default, because I want to show you this for people who are new. So let me do this, and let's go to Bitcoin dominance. Let's come over here to this. Go daily. Oh, I have it hidden, probably. Don't have it hidden. Just got to find it. Here it is. If you can screenshot this, it's going to save you a lot of time, energy, frustration. When Bitcoin dominance goes up, and Bitcoin goes up, it's Bitcoin season. Now, the easiest way to remember this, alts generally follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's doing good, alts do well. If Bitcoin's not doing good, well, the alts kind of suffer. Now, if Bitcoin dominance comes down, we're referring to this one. If Bitcoin dominance comes down and Bitcoin's going up, the alts usually follow Bitcoin. And that just means that people are buying more Bitcoin and more alts, and the alt dominance is taking away the dominance of Bitcoin. So the dominance of Bitcoin is coming down. So that's Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin's going up, alts are going up. This is what we want. This is altcoin season. Is it here right now? No. It'll be here in a few months, 2-3 months, probably. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to our markets. Let's go to the ES1 exclamation point. This is the S&P 500 E-mini futures. This is basically stock market. Coming down pretty hard. When the DXY, also known as the Dixie, goes up, these are all daily time frames. When the Dixie goes up, the dollar, normally Bitcoin, crypto in general, goes down. Normally the stocks go down. Now the stocks have been killing it the past several days, and right now they're just taking a break. You need a reset. Same thing with Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin, if the stock market is going up, Bitcoin usually comes down, but there will be times where the stock market is going up, Bitcoin is going up, and then you have the dollar also going up. Everything's going up. So there are times for that. All right. So let's put NAS. We got NAS. So we went over total. We went over the others. Bitcoin dominance. Let's go to HARD, HARD, USDT. This one's going to be on MEXC. Don't like the coin. Don't like the coin because of these wicks. I don't know what the market cap is. I'm pretty sure it's low. And so one thing that I love doing is I love looking at the market cap, because this helps determine on entries. It really does. So if you didn't know that, well, now you knew. So did I spell it right? Hard? Is it this one? It doesn't look right. This one is 16 cents. Yeah, 16 cents. Hard protocol. But this is hard. Okay. Okay. So it is. So what I do, I'm going to give you some fundamental analysis, which is kind of tokenomics. But what we want to do is we want to go to all. See here. Random Trader says, music is good. I don't have music anymore. Can y'all still hear the music? Put a yes, you can still hear the music, or put a no, you cannot hear the music, because I don't think I have the music on anymore. So what I do is I go to all, and then I go, this is a horrible one, man. Horrible. I would not recommend this. Again, nothing I say on this channel is recommendation, because it's not financial advice. Because I'm just a guy on the internet who knows how to trade. This coin was released in 2020. No music, okay. So this coin was released in 2020. 2021, we had our bull market. Did really nice. Then, come over here, 2022, of course, every coin, well, majority of the coins had a really nice pump in December 2023 and also March 2024. Now, if this coin did not pump during those times, more than likely there's no excitement to this coin. Let's come over here. December. Okay, so December, it had a very, very minute, super minute movement. And then again in March, it had a very microscopic movement. Now, the reason these are microscopic is because look at the market cap. Market cap is only $22 million. It does not take much to move this coin. And for it to only move this much during the time that the entire market was doing really great numbers, this, in my opinion, not a coin to get. Now, not only that, but let's go over here to the tags. DeFi, love DeFi. DeFi is going to make a lot of money. And then, okay, that's it. Nothing else. Good. Markets, it's on Binance. Awesome. KuCoin, very nice. Nice exchanges. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to their website. What does their website look like? This app is not available in your region. Okay, that's fine. Apologies. All right. So, of course, I'm in the US. I think I have my VPN set to the US. Now let's go to the charts. Joe, you did all that? Even though you said you didn't like it? Yes. Why? Because I want to show you what to do when you're looking at coins. Daily time frame, I don't like it. All these wicks. Price goes up, people are selling it really quick. 4-hour time frame, very tiny candles, and I already knew this before even going to look to see the market cap. Very tiny candles. This is saying that there's no one interested in this coin. If you were to buy this coin, more than likely you would move the market depending on the volume on whatever exchange you use. And then when you try to sell your tokens, it's going to be kind of tough. So for that reason, I would strongly recommend you do not enter this coin. There are plenty of other nice coins to enter that are lower risk that could produce greater gains. So if you like that thought process, put a 1 in the chat. If you like the whole breakdown of why I would not get this coin, you can get any coin right now, man. Any coin. Hold it. And it should make you money. Now, of course, I do expect a retrace. And when the market retraces, it's going to retrace a little bit harder. Just because, well, it's a very low market cap. They move much faster than others. All right, so let's see here. Wick says, are memes done? I don't want to say they're done. They're resting because they've been doing a lot of work. They've been putting overtime on that work. There's a Mu Den token on Solana. No need to check that. I might. This is half a soul at, let's see here. Half a soul. Okay. So yeah, I really don't do those coins. And thank you for saying that. I don't have to check it. Just because on this channel, I want people to learn how to trade. And these meme coins, of course, could you get rich? Yes, definitely. The odds of doing that, might as well just buy a lottery ticket. Because in my opinion, you're going to lose more than you can win if you don't know how to trade, if you don't have your emotions in check, if you don't know, if you have to lose money first in order to get the memes down, and then do you hold it, at 10x? Do you hold your $50, $100 in there? Because if you wait maybe another month or two, that, 10x could be 100x, 1,000x. Or do you sell half of it? So there's a whole bunch of things. I should talk about meme coins, because then, of course, my channel would blow up. But I direct people. So, yes, we will be doing a NOS. We will do NOS. Super, a review. Okay, so we're doing Super as well. I do like Super. I do like the people behind it. See, Wick says, yeah, man, memes are literally the scratch off for crypto. Yeah, very true. Okay, so I believe I have, and we need OM. So we got OM already on the list. All right, so we did hard. The next one is OM. So let's do OM, USDT. And this is going to be on, do we have MEXC? We don't have MEXC. We'll do KuCoin. So we only have futures on MEXC. Okay, so we'll use KuCoin. OM. I wouldn't touch this. Would not touch this with a 10-foot stick or 10-foot pole. Why? It already pumped. We're late to the party. I wouldn't touch it. Could it retrace, 20, 30% and then continue to move? Yes, of course. The odds of that happening, very slim. Would I chase it? Definitely not. Look for other coins based off of the way I'm showing, here's our high. And then what we could do is just set a level, make sure your magnet tool is on over here, set your level, and then put an alert above it, and then just wait for your alert to go off. Your alert goes off, 4-hour candle closes above this level, you enter the trade. Maybe a few hours, maybe a few days go by, and this might happen to you. But right now, I wouldn't chase this. Once again, could it go up another 40, 50%? Yep. Odds of that happening, maybe 20, 30%. Odds of it coming down, about 80%, 70%. Odds of it coming down all the way down here, very rare. So what I would do on this one, I would do it from, and we could do it from here, from the actual beginning of the pump. So this is the actual beginning of the pump. It could come down, back down to 38% level. So back down to this level. So what might happen is price could come down here, right around 3.23, we'll just call it 3. Then come up, then do this number. And then if you wanted to, you could enter here. Once again, very high risk because it already did its move. Higher possibility that it might come down. And why? So the question is, why is it coming down? The reason it's coming down is because people are doing exactly what you want to do. They want to buy low and sell high. Some of them sold here. And then some more, if it starts coming down, more of these holders are going to sell off too. So then it might come down here and then do this number and then much better opportunity. So that's what I would do on this one. I personally, I wouldn't buy right now. Now, have there been times where we've reviewed the charts again and, it's gone up more, significantly more? Yeah. But we're going off of probability, likelihood, because nobody knows what's going to happen. We have a higher percentage it can come down. All right, moving on. So we did OM. I would not touch that one. Let's do NOS. This one's going to be a longer term. So NOS, USDT. This one is on MEXC. I do like this one. Let's see here. So we did have this falling wedge. It did break up. If we would have had our alert, we would have entered the trade, but then we would have been stopped out. Our stop loss would have been about 6-7%, stopped out. Let's go ahead and erase the 7 drawings that we have. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's look for a larger picture. And what we can do now, make sure our magnet tool is on, go to our horizontal ray. I'm going to do the candle body closes. Let's make sure this is in white. I do prefer white for these levels. So we have a level here. This is our pivot. We have our other pivot. We have another pivot here, but since this is a longer term hold, what we're going to do is we're not going to wait for this. We're actually going to enter. So again, thought process completely changes. We're going to enter 50% now. And let's do our 50% now. But Joe, what if it comes down? It might. It can. So we're going to enter our 50% now. And then if it does come down, we're looking for this right here. This is on the daily time frame. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this. This is a very nice textbook order block. On the daily time frame, we have the sell to buy, and this is a daily order block. Now, daily order blocks, or order blocks in general, are much stronger than fair value gaps. So with that being said, does that mean that it will come here? Nope. It would be really nice if it did come here. And if it does, we have an extremely high probability. This is just me throwing numbers out of the air. We have an 89% chance that it's going to bounce. A very high possibility, 89%, again, just numbers I'm throwing out of the air, but it's going to bounce. Now, in addition to this, we also have a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap on the daily time frame. And for this one, let's go ahead and change this up a little bit. So for this one, this is telling me that we have a pretty good chance that the price may come down. Now, this is a low market cap coin. And just to verify that, let's come over here. Get familiar with this site. This site is going to change the way you trade. So this is the coin. Market cap is 151 million. I absolutely love it because it reminds me of LPT, Live Peer Token. And what is it? Live Peer Token is a distributed computing where it shares your GPU, your I just said it, GPU, your graphics card. It's a DPEN AI. Love it. You can stake this too. Absolutely great. So let's go ahead and put this back over here. So let's put this back over here. And for this one, we got about like 10 more minutes. People don't like watching over an hour show. So just give you a heads up. For me personally, I would enter 15% or 50%, 50, hoping that it comes down to at least a fair value gap before possibly coming up. If it does enter this, because it's a long-term hold, what I want to do is I want to add more. So let me take this off. Let me go to my percentage. What is the percentage? 30%. So I would hope, I really want it to go at least 25, which would be right in the middle, to about 30, which would be at the top of the order block, for it to retrace. Now, why would I enter right now if we have a higher possibility it's going to come down? Well, we don't know it's going to come down. You don't know until after the fact. But Joe, there's bullish or there's bearish divergence on this time frame. There's a bearish pattern on this time frame. We don't know it's going to come down. We could say that there's bullish right now. There is bullish divergence on the daily time frame. We have a low, and then we have a lower low. We have a low, and then we have a higher low. So right now we have bullish divergence. Does that mean it's going to play out? No. This just means that we have a chance for it to play out, for it to go up. Nothing's definite. Nothing is ever definite. This could come down. And then now, well, right now it's possible bullish divergence. The reason it's possible, and nobody else says the word possible in front of divergence, the reason it's possible is because if the price action continues coming down, this will continue coming down, and now the price action is lower than the previous pivot, resulting in the divergence being canceled out. Right now it's possible. It's a confirmed bullish divergence once we have more candles that go up. I usually say 3 to 5 candles for it to be confirmed. With that being said, I would enter now 50%. I'd expect it to come down here. And then as it's doing this number, so let's just say it does something like this. Let's say it does something like this. Maybe even down to here. What I would do is I would add my other 50%, like we've been teaching, once it crosses this newly created resistance. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm giving you my secret sauce. I am literally giving you the way I trade. Why would I do that? Why would I not tell you to join my group so I can show you how to trade? I want you to make money, guys. Period. Whether you join my course or you just watch me for free, I want you to make money. Now, hopefully, you join the course because you're making money, and that way you can learn much faster. And of course, you get my setups and the updates and everything else. But I really want you to make money. And this, let's put on here long-term hold. So let's do long-term hold. Okay, very good. And let's go ahead and put this one on our watch list. So this is YouTube rapid fire. Okay, so that was Nas long-term hold. So we have Super for a review. So we'll do Super USDT. This is going to be, I guess, only on KuCoin. Okay, so for Super, price was here. We said that it might come up, probably get rejected here, then come down into our buy zone, and then great. But once again, what we always do, here's a level of resistance. And what you do is, of course, you have this. I'm surprised I didn't do this. You do this. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Woke up really early. You do this. I was doing the candle bodies. 4-hour candle closes above it. It looks great. Great setup. Oh, 4 hour. Oh, man, this looks so good. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Your price was here when we saw it. So this would be, so the tops of these kind of bodies. Price came up here. I don't enter, came down. Price, now I enter. Great opportunity to enter. As soon as I enter, comes down. Ah, crap. Once again, I will show you what I would have done in that moment versus what I see. Other influencers, other people who are trying to trick you, because that's what they're doing. They're tricking you to join their group. Me, I show you exactly what I do all the time. What they would do here is they're looking for reasons. No, we're overbought on the RSI. We have divergence, or we have whatever on different time frames. So they are showing you that they're right either way. Here, I would have entered. Great setup. And then if it would have worked out, look, guys, we have an inverse head and shoulders. We have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So they are looking for reasons for them to be right. However, I show you what I do time again. I would have entered. Would I have been stopped out? We'll see. My stop loss would have been under this. Yeah, so let's go from here. Yeah, 15%, definitely. I'm stopped out. We lost this trade. We entered 50%. It came up, came down, came up, and then it came down. So what I would have probably done is have our second entry above this level. So even though we lost we'll call it 15%. Even though we lost 15%, it's not 15% of 100%. In other words, if you were to enter $100 here, you would have lost $15. But because we're only entering 50%, half of our investment, waiting for the confirmation of the trend to come up here, we only lost $7.50 if we're trading with 100. So this is why it's very important to scale into the trade. So for super, I do like it. Let's do this really quick. We have just a few more minutes. We're not taking any more. We're not taking any more requests. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See here. Appreciate you checking out XRP the other day. I think your TA was pretty close, but not great. You really need to improve on your thought process, Joe. Wick. Wow, that was mean. Thank you for the clear teaching. You just need to do better on XRP. Come on, man. No, but you're very welcome, Wick. You are very welcome. All right. Very good. So this is super. Let's go to all. So here, released in before 2021, came up. Very nice. Very nice. I came over here November. So this was a red flag. November 2021 is when everything was booming. However, this is way lower than when it initially got released. This is kind of a red flag. Now, I'll give you my input in a little bit. So here, 2024, it's starting to come up. Okay, so nice. So it's not dead. It's not dead. We'll put it that way. Now, let's go to the about. Okay, is it gaming? Okay, blah, blah, tens of millions of people, etc., etc. Sports. I believe this is the one that has the big YouTubers, like really ginormous YouTubers that are like, this is their project. Let's go to their website. What's that dude's name? I forget the dude's name. I always forget. I used to watch him all the time, but I don't anymore. Oh, wow, the gaming looks pretty boring. I like the gameplay part. I don't know. It looks more like they could do way better on the I mean, it looks okay. This looks like old technology. So it doesn't like excite me. Okay, all the best tokens, 1 token. Okay, I'm going down phase 1. Boring stuff. Let's go to their X. We're gonna do this really quick, guys. Man, we are way over time. Elio Trades, that's the guy. Yes. So Elio Trades, and then of course he's got that other guy. Like he's got big people behind it. So because of that, do I think that this is going to do well? 100%. 1,000,000%. Right now, the market cap is sitting at 640 million. That's it. Could this do a 10x? Yeah. Because, do you think, well, let's just think about this. Do you think Elliott Trades is going to not push this as hard as he can with all of his viewers? Of course he is. Same thing with all the big investors that are in this project, and they have huge, ginormous channels. This coin, in my opinion, 10x, in my opinion. Could I be completely wrong? Yeah, sure. All right, with that being said, let's look at the chart. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's, and I like it. I will still have this zone, so look at these numbers. I would still have this as a possible area for it to go down to. I would not enter. So this, my thought process on this one would be long-term hold. That's what my thought process would be on for this one. 10x, 7x. We'll say 7x to 10x. Because I don't want to say 10x and then you're like, oh, you said 10x. These are just my thoughts. Like I don't even know. Nobody knows. But because it's him and because he has such a huge following, I don't know why it's down this low. I really don't. Well, looking at this, coming down here, really nice break of this level, came up, came back in. If it doesn't gain support right here, so if it doesn't gain support right here, I would look for it to come down to this buy zone. Yeah. So I'm actually basing it off of this right here. And we have a lot of action right in this area. So just to give you a heads up, that's why I'm basing it right here. If the price action comes down, this is where I would look to enter. So, you know, come down here, do something like this, and then you always want to buy the break of the most recent resistance. If it bounces here, same thing. Right now, I would not enter. I would just wait. And then, of course, you know, adding on retraces. So I would definitely keep this one on your radar. All right. So that was that one. And that was it. So everybody who is here, do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see who's here. I do thank you guys very much. If you haven't already, definitely smash the like. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to come back. Ask questions. Don't just ask for charts. You know, I want to show you how to fish. I really do. Are you going to make money with these charts? In my opinion, yes, 100%. Now, granted, could I be wrong? Yes, 100%. So that's all I got, guys. I do thank you very much. Let people know about this channel. I need to get more eyeballs on this channel. All right, guys, I do thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, don't FOMO. Don't chase these trades. Let the trades come to you. Set alerts. Have a stop loss. And we'll see you tomorrow. My name is Joe, also known as TradeIntuition, where I give you 1 free hour plus a free mentorship and chart setups. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And let's make this money. Take care.